It sounded like it was a flashbang just now. So this is still an active situation. Drove into the brick wall of this building. How you could be affected by morning traffic on your commute to work. When I arrived on scene, there was a little bit of smoke, and you could see from the ladder they have up there, they were still pouring down water. In the honors seminar course, Hemingway's World, MSB writing students will learn unique insight on the famous American novelist Ernest Hemingway. We are back here at the command post in Sand Springs. As you can see, we've got lightning. I just saw that, so we've been having lightning throughout the morning. Bathroom stall locks and lavatory flush buttons are two of the dirtiest places on an airplane. We're going to give you a view at some of the new rides. Numerous amounts of students holding the signs, protesting. Students have told me they're skipping school. Ken and Andrea, I'm going for a ride, so see ya. I'm David Kaplan in Billings. Wake up, Mon. Becky, I was on scene at 8 a.m. and watched as police turned people away. But as the situation escalated, people continued to gather and watch.
But I trust them. Uh-oh. Gunshots.
We heard those gunshots when interviewing witness Kelly LeSueur. He says big thumbs up to law enforcement and all the emergency workers that were on the active scene for hours.
I think the police are doing a hell of a job. You know, they come out here every day and they never know what they're going to run into. They're running back and forth, hiding and whatnot. But yeah, I feel safe. I feel safe. I have all the confidence in the world of our police.
Nearby shoppers say they saw all the police cars at Big Bear and then tried to shop at nearby businesses, but they were closed.
We were trying to go to Payless for the boys to get some boots, and the worker came out and said she was on the phone with her district manager and said that there was an active shooter at Big Bear and that the store was closed until he was caught.
Courtney McDonald says it was a shock to see this active situation because she's never witnessed a shooting before. But at the same time, she says it's a sign of the times.
There's so much going on around the world and the country that it's not really a surprise.
At the end of the day, shoppers say they can't thank all the police emergency crews enough.
They're heroes.
Now, people in the Home Depot parking lot, which you can see behind me, told me they were shocked to arrive here trying to just do their regular shopping and see the scene and hear the gunshots. But people tell me they're relieved no officers or people on scene were harmed. It all started with a domestic disturbance call to a home on Yellowstone Avenue.
The female caller reported that her ex-husband, a 44-year-old male, was at her house causing a disturbance by knocking on windows, doors, and possibly waving a handgun in the air.
The woman told police her ex-husband said he was going to rob a casino. The suspect was gone before police arrived. A short time later, officers saw the man outside Lucky Lo's casino on Grand Avenue. Ignoring officers' instructions to stop, the suspect made his way inside the casino. Moments later, officers watched as
the officers saw the suspect waving a gun and threatening people. Patrons were yelling, screaming, ducking for cover, or looking to escape.
Officers forced their way into the casino by breaking glass in a locked door. These bullet holes in this window are from the shots fired by Billings Police Sergeant Brett Becker after he asked the man waving a pistol to put down his gun, and the man did not.
The suspect, who was in a crouch or on all fours, began to reach for something on the floor. Believing that it was the handgun, the officer fired again and downed the suspect.
The man was taken to St. Vincent Healthcare, where he was pronounced dead.
No officers or civilians were injured.
It wasn't until after the shooting police learned the suspect's gun was actually a CO2 pistol.
The officer saw he was reaching for something and assumed that it was the gun that had been dislodged when the first shots hit him.
I had an opportunity to speak with management at Lucky Lo's Casino, and they are declining to comment at this time. 65 is a common age to retire, but McLeod rancher John Hoyland is still taking care of his cows at 90. Deep in the back roads of Montana, past the Boulder River in McLeod, you'll hear cows eating their breakfast. You'll hear the wind. And an accordion? A normal winter day in the life of John Hoyland. You see, John has been working on his family's ranch all of his 90 years.
You have to go out and take and see that they got something to eat and that the water's okay for them. You've got 4 seasons. If you miss one of them, you're out.
John's father started ranching on this land in 1919.
He was working at it, and then I'm still here.
Cynthia Huber is a film student at MSU Bozeman. She met John and instantly wanted to make a documentary about how his kind is dying.
My goal with this film is to bring it to Montanans and other people in this country to see this demise and the end of this era for this generation of ranchers.
Cynthia says she was impressed when she began filming John and realized he still drives his truck and gets off and on his tractor 40 times a day in 14-hour summer work days.
John gets up every day and does what he needs to do.
But
he doesn't think about that he one day won't be here. With some help with the neighbors, we're making sure that this land is preserved the way John would like it to be preserved.
With John having no children, Cynthia says they're working on making sure the land will be operated by someone who will keep it running for livestock. After making a short film, Cynthia is raising funds to make an hour-plus documentary of John to spread the word. To find out how you can help Cynthia's documentary, Where Home Has Always Been, you can go to the Wake Up Montana Facebook page. I'm David Kaplan in McLeod, Wake Up Montana. That was the inflatable T-Rex, which is all the rage on YouTube, and it looks like it's walking by me again. A lot going on here at Party America.